Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, looking at two new flashlights from Thorfire. The reason I got a hold of these was I really liked the PF01, this little one from Thorfire, and it's kind of the little brother to the PF02, which is on the bottom here. It's going to run you around 18 bucks or so, and then up on this on the top here we have the TG06, which is going to run you around 18 bucks as well. I like this light because it's kind of a pen size, if you will, Penlight, a little bit more aggressive than maybe your average Penlight, a little bit heftier, but still Penlight size. And because I've liked the PF01, I thought, it's, again, size-wise, you can see this one's a little bit bigger, but I thought, hey, let's check that one out. And then this one, just kind of similar to some other lights I've been testing out recently. These are really budget-friendly, as you can tell, paying less than 20 bucks. PF02, let's start off with the measurements. And you can see from end to end, you're talking a little bit less than 6 inches. And then across the front of that bezel, looking about a little bit more, tiny bit more than about a ½ inch. So here's what it looks like in my hand. So you can see how I can hold it like that. It does have a kind of aggressive bezel there. You can certainly use this, in that method as a self-defense tool. I do have a pocket clip there, and just the metal is nice. You got a nice pressure switch on the back. Let me give you the 3 different settings. So it's going to look a little fuzzy on that lowest setting, and that's just the camera. It's not actually flickering like that. But you have your lowest setting, low, high, medium, low, high, medium, low, high, medium, low. And yeah, this is a great little size or style pen for just having in a pack as a backup, carrying in a pocket if you need a pen light, kind of look behind a dresser when you drop something. Again, just to show these two side by side, I'll show you the PF01 and the PF02. I'll put them end to end here so you can actually see how they compare in size. So PF01, again, a little bit less than 6, or 02 a little bit less than 6, and the 01 is about 4 inches. So about a 2-inch difference between the two. So yeah, that's kind of the specs on that as far as breakdown, things I like about it. Let me give you some of the details as far as what I know from Thorfire. Here's what Thorfire is saying about the PF02 here. So it's got a Cree XP E2 R5 LED, lifespan 20 plus years. It's going to run on 2 AAA batteries. They're not included. Their dimensions in millimeters is 150 millimeters long and 15 millimeters across the head. Your weight is 44.5 grams without the battery. Aircraft quality aluminum body structure, waterproof rated IPX7s, and then it says forward tail clicky switch for momentary on. So as you can often do with a lot of these lights, you can either click it in completely or you can just momentary on. And I really like the fact that you can just go through these things quickly. So let's say I want to read something at night and it's going to come on at the highest setting, but I can pretty quickly switch through just high, medium, low, right? So high, all right, here we go, high, medium, low, and I'm down to the lowest setting. This other one we're looking at is the TG06. It runs on 1 AA battery or 1 14500 battery. It's going to run you about it says 1869 on Amazon, so 19 bucks. Give or take. Some of the specs for you to know about this flashlight. So it says the new upgraded TG06 flashlight gives out a max of 300 lumens. The manual was the old version, and this is just kind of the butchered English a little bit, but it was 166 lumens. So it's got a high, medium, low. I'll show you that in 1 second. 93 millimeters by 21 millimeters in inches. It's going to be, as you can see, about 3, what am I looking at here? 3 3/4, and then across the front, about 3/4 of an inch. Very comfortable in hand. I mean, look at the size of that thing. Tiny little light. So it kind of reminds me of like the Thorfire, some of the Archers, like the 1A V2. Just these compact little lights. They're going to give you 300 lumens. You can see a little bit of that green tinge there around the, yeah, right there, on the bezel there on the inside, and then you have this bright green clicky switch, and both these are going to light up and glow in the dark, so you can find the light or whatever the case may be. You're going to get a little extra help there. And then we'll go through the features here. So that's clicked in. That's your Firefly, your lowest setting. So again, high, medium, low, and you can also, even when it's clicked in, you can kind of tap through it like this. So it's already clicked in. There's your low, high, medium, low, high, medium. So that's what that one looks like. Very compact, sleek little light. I like this guy. I like both these guys. One thing I did want to mention before we actually do head out into the dark, you can see that you can swap out the clip. So the clip was here facing this way before, now it's here facing this way. So you can put it on and then put it on a baseball cap. Or, depending how you like to carry your lights. I generally like to carry my lights with my pressure switch facing up. But if you like to carry it this way, you can actually, put it in your pocket, like so. Alright, that's enough of that information. Let's test them out in the dark. Alright, first thing we're going to do is test out the PF02. And since this is a Penlight, something you're going to use not for while you're out hiking and having to tear through the woods for a long time, but just, maybe around a base camp, in your home, in the office. Let me kind of take you on a little tour of our downstairs in my house here at night. So I'm going to put it on, and right now you can't see a whole lot. This is the lowest setting. You can see over here there's a little bin of my kids' toys, and it is kind of fuzzy just because of the way the camera picks it up. So the light is coming out fine, but a little fuzzy there. So there's that. Now we're on the highest setting, and I mean, you can see, let me just pull back here, you can see everything in the living room right now. This is the middle setting. Just got our dishwasher, we're just letting the dishes air dry here. But you can see, again, I mean, looking around, there's our kitchen, see everything totally fine. Let me just contrast this again with the highest setting. So there's your middle setting, there's your highest setting. Middle, highest, and you can see how quickly I can cycle through here. I'm looking over that little green dot is the clock on the microwave. So that's the lowest setting, and then highest and middle. Just watch me go through here, and that's essentially, I'm like basically strobing through, but low, high, middle, low, high, and again looking back toward the door here, my tripod. You can see everything with this light. Really, really great for, again, 20 bucks to get this high output. And as far as how much light you're getting here, my living room here across is, let's say, about maybe 15-17 feet, and this is, I'm getting the, other than that hot center, which isn't terribly hot, but your spill on this light is definitely taking up the entire living room just fine. Alright, let's switch over to the other light now. I've got the TG06 now, and once again looking into the toy bin right here in our living room. This is the lowest setting. Let me work up to the higher settings here. There's your highest, there's your middle, there's your lowest, highest, middle, lowest. I do want to note that when you go to that middle setting, you're not getting that weird feature on the camera. So a little bit of that, just a tiny bit as I'm looking on the screen now, but not terrible by any means. And again, this is on your middle setting, looking over at that same microwave, my daughter's backpack there. So we got low, high, middle, low, high, middle. And I'm looking back at the door again and putting it on that highest setting. So a very similar function between these two lights overall, I would say. I mean, definitely getting more output from this one, but still, yeah, I mean, tiny, compact, little light, and you're getting a lot of output for not a lot of cost. I do want to show you quickly here that this one does stand up on its tail cap. So another nice feature to light up the room for you. So wrapping up here, talking about these two Thorfire flashlights, what am I going to tell you? Budget friendly. I'm not going to trust my life to these things as far as being a law enforcement officer, military, something like that. But if I do need a pen light or a tiny little compact light to, get around the house, throw as an extra light into a bag, I would definitely check these out. In particular, that PF02, I really like it. I just like the way it feels in hand. I like the aggressive bezel. I like the features and functions. Very simple, very basic, but it definitely I've enjoyed it. I've used the PF01 quite a bit as a little pen light that I've carried around. If I just want a tiny little light to throw in my pocket or something, that's been the one I've been going to. So I would definitely encourage you to check out these two lights from Thorfire. I'll put links down below. And again, budget friendly. If you don't want to spend a ton of money and you want to get into flashlights, this could be a first great step. Thanks as always for checking out the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids on YouTube if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram and Tumblr as well. Take care.